Alright guys, before I start this review, I just want to give a shout out to another video we just released. As some of you guys may know, in the past, Christian has done some interviews with some of the great YouTubers of the anime YouTube community, and I've decided to join him in our very first interview together with Sawyer7Mage. Yes, he is like the original alpha and omega of Naruto reviews. So if you guys want to get a little more insight about this guy's beginnings and some of the things he likes about some of his favorite anime and manga series, make sure and check out the interview. It's really, really funny and very entertaining. What's up guys, it is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000 and welcome to my review of Bleach, chapter 512. I know this is a common thing for me to say when I do my Bleach reviews, and that I don't have a lot to say about this chapter, but it really, really goes for this one right here. And I actually do have a decent amount of praise to give this one, in particular towards the character artwork this week, but there really just wasn't that much happening this week, and there were some pretty decent events, but let's just talk about the chapter. First and foremost, last week we saw that huge explosion that was going on behind ugghhh. We didn't get to see what it was. We finally get to see what it is this week. We were all sort of hoping it was something kind of new, something interesting. It ends up just being Ichigo, and I find this kind of odd because he's the main character and I didn't want this to be underwhelming. But it's just Ichigo. How did he break out of the prison? Who knows? He's the main character. That's how he broke out. But essentially, there is one really cool scene at the beginning, however, where there's this one Quincy who's touting his abilities, and Ichigo just immediately cuts him down like it's no problem whatsoever. Then that's really what causes that big-ass explosion that happens behind ugghhh. And hilariously enough, Ichigo actually goes up to Byakuya, who is not dead yet, and he's pinned up against a wall, and he's bloody as hell, and I can't even believe he's actually still alive at this point. And this is basically like Byakuya's final words. He still hasn't been classified as dead yet, but come on, just kill him off already, guys. And Byakuya is basically like, I failed my soldiers, I failed Rukia, I failed Renji. Ichigo, I need you to protect Soul Society. And this is all sort of cheesy and ridiculous, but at the same time, all the character artwork right here is really, really good. In particular, Ichigo is drawn in a really, really badass style. There's one panel where he's standing and covered in shadow, and then there's another one where there's a great close-up of his face. But the artwork is not really what's going to save this chapter, because at the end of the chapter, which is literally the next couple pages, the only thing that really happens is that ugghhh is still trying to escape, and then Ichigo actually throws his sword right in front of him, and then you get that one badass pose at the end. Again, really, really well drawn. It's just Ichigo getting ready to fight against ugghhh. And that's pretty much the entire chapter right there. And like I said, good character artwork does not save a chapter entirely. It was nice to look at, but really only two important things happened. We got to see that Byakuya is still kind of alive, and that Ichigo is now getting ready to get into the fight. I think it's kind of stupid that he's able to just break out because he's the main character, although at least he's got a little bit of damage on him to show that it wasn't exactly that easy to break out. But still, it's strange because Ichigo, I think, is a really underused character in Bleach, and when he appears, you usually get really excited. So hopefully in the next chapter, they'll build things up a little bit more. But since this arc just started, I mean, there's no way Ichigo's going to be able to beat this guy. He's definitely going to get his ass handed to him. But who knows? Maybe something really crazy will happen. Maybe there will be some sort of plot twist I'm not even aware of in the next one. But this chapter, as it is, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Just an okay read. Not too much happens, some decent artwork, but still spread a little too thin. Alright guys, so how did you feel about this week's chapter of Bleach? Not too much happened, but there was some pretty cool character artwork. You can let me know with your comments below. And remember guys, as always, if you like this review, give it a thumbs up. you totally ruined that.
You're my groove, man!
You did, man. I was almost there, too.
I'm in the marathon!
That concludes this review today. SuperKamiGuru9000. Out.